guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. We are so excited you found us, and if you've come back for more, thank you. You are appreciated too. If you're subscribed, thank you so much. If you're not subscribed yet and you keep coming back, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that little bell so you'll know when new videos post. It's so simple and it won't bug you, I promise. So thank you in advance for doing that for me. Today we are talking flow journals. What is a flow journal? Why do you make these? What do you include in these? And this is all for the beginners, but also everybody else out there. People that maybe don't do flow journals a lot and would like more information about them. So what I'm going to do is we're going to switch to the overhead view because I have two awesome flow journals to share with you. I have this more pinky spring themed one that I got in a swap. In fact, both of these are from a swap. And then I have this one that is fun, that uses a little bit different stuff, that's also from a swap. So I'm going to share these two with you. We're going to talk about the elements in them, why you would put those in there, and then what do you do with them after? Well, I'm going to share this with you. It's a flow journal that's been turned into a regular junk journal. And we'll talk about this as well. So let's just get in. Okay, guys. I'm trying to make sure you can see all of this. This is the spring, the pink one I got, and it's really cool. It's really large, so I'm hoping it's all in frame. If not, I'll make sure to show you everything. And what you do with a flow journal is you put a cover together. Now, this can be a finished cover that all you have to do is sew a journal into, like do nothing else to the cover like this one. Here, the tabs are used as a closure. You would just put a rubber band here and a rubber band. Like, see, this cover is ready to go. As you can tell, there's rubber bands on the back that hold it closed like that. And I have the decoration on the front that she put. I just need to, it's kind of coming loose, but that's okay. And then it's just plain on the back. If you wanted to add something to the back, you could. But this cover is a fully functional cover. I could just very simply use this as a cover right this second, okay? So you can do a flow journal like this, or you can do a flow journal like the other one I'm going to show you in a minute. If you want to see about how to do this closure on here, just comment below and I will show you that. Oh, and before we get started, everybody that commented they want to see a true junk journal, Monday, the March 28th. Okay. So inside there's pockets because this is actually a folder, okay? It's a very pretty folder. So it has a pocket inside. My favorite glue is in the way, okay? And in it she stuck some papers because in flow journals, what you do is you put all of the stuff necessary to make a journal, okay? Everything you need to make a journal. Papers, napkins, journaling cards, tags, anything, ephemera, and pages, okay? So that's what goes in here. Bags, just whatever you want to put. Now, she went way above beyond, but this is how you do it. And you put ribbon and envelopes, just everything. And as you can see here, I have an envelope, and it's full of journaling cards. So that's perfect. I can make a tag out of some of those. I have great papers in here for pages. I have tissue paper if I want to decoupage a page. I have letters, great pages. And then you have like your magazine pages because it's not all scrapbook paper. It can be magazine pages. It can be menus. It can be anything you want it to be. This one is definitely spring themed, as you can tell. And it's just beautifully done. That's why it's still like this. Again, sometimes I get these and maybe I don't have a use for a journal from them yet. Or I just like looking at them and I tend to save them. Because I'm weird. This is a pack she put in. And it's just got all sorts of journaling cards in it. Just some scrap pieces that I can make whatever I wanted to. You put that kind of stuff in. This is a bag, and again, it's full of a napkin, journaling cards, stamps, a doily pocket. Look how pretty that is. That it's decorated. So all I would have to do to use this pocket is take one of my pages, like right here, and attach it to the page. And that's all I would have to do. And that's what a flow journal is. You're giving the person you give it to unmade items and made items, and all they have to do is, with everything you give them in a flow journal, create a journal. Does that make sense? See, here's another beautiful page. Just all different sizes of papers, cards. This is a pocket. Look, I got my book pages in here. Ephemera, some eyelash trim, a bird page, look, some more scrapbook paper, some Edith Holden pages, and I mean all different sizes. Look, a card, a beautiful card that you could use. So that's what you put in a flow journal, just everything that you would use lace to make a junk journal. Notebook paper, and it's cool to do a flow journal because what you might include in a theme or just include in one might not be things that another person would include. So it's really cool. Music paper. Look at this. See, now this is a case of she's already made something. And how cool is this? This is a bag that she's turned into. On the front, it's a big tag pocket, and it's got this tag, which I could decorate more or leave it like that. And then she added a couple of more tags, which again I could decorate more or leave them plain. There's more pockets. There's just tags in there. Isn't that great? So you make stuff that somebody could just use right away, and then you put stuff in there that they could create their own. And look, it's just full of stuff, and I just love this so much. Bags as pockets, you know, blank tags that all I have to do is decorate. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. And lots of pockets, so you could keep the pockets. There's the signature. Here's the second signature. Cardboard. More lace. This is a pocket full of just more papers and stuff. Some, oh, what do you call it when you run it through and it puts it on there? I can't remember. Oh, shoot, I have one. I can't think of it. Anyway, just tons of stuff that I could decorate up and make tags. Some wrapping paper, some, I don't know if that's Braille or the music paper that plays itself. Sewing thing, and then she made a paper clip, decorated paper clip. So anything that goes in a journal, you get in a flow journal, okay? Anything that you would put in your own journal, you don't attach anything. It's all loose, see? But you fold the papers together. You make pockets to hold potential ephemera and fill it full of stuff to make potential ephemera. And you just give them everything they need to create the perfect junk journal. Look, fabric. Everything. Fabric, wallpaper, everything. Okay, so this is an amazing one. And like I said, I haven't created it yet because it just inspires me. Okay, let me close this up. I love this. I'm going to do a tutorial about different closures for junk journals. I think that would be very interesting. Okay, now this one's a little different. This is an empty spiral notebook that all the paper's been taken out of. So you could use this as a cover like this, or you could cover it in paper and fabrics, whatever you want to do. Okay, in this one, you have your threads, your eyelash trims, that kind of thing. You have some, you know, items to make cute tags with. These are colored, you know. Somebody colored them in. You have some green stamps. You have some sticker dots. You have little booklets and papers out of other kind of magazines. She has a pocket made out, or a pocket made out of a big doily here. Okay, and then here we get into our papers that have been folded. These could just all be sewn together and made into an actual junk journal. How pretty is that? another doily. And look, here's a bag that we could use in our journal. And here's some stuff for tags we could use. So here's all my pages again, just pages that I could use to make a journal. Fun pages like from math books, seeds, coloring pages, stuff that maybe I normally wouldn't have. I just love it so much. This is the music paper, so the other I think was Braille. So there's just a lot. There's wallpaper right there. Just a bunch of wallpaper in this one right here. A bunch of napkins. Ton of napkins to do, you know, decoupage with on pages. So everything to make a junk journal. Plus look at all this beautiful lace right here. There's just a ton of stuff in here to put together a whole journal. Fabrics. Some fabrics there, some more laces and snippet rolls. You can include anything in here. Here's some index cards, some tickets, pockets, stuff I can make pockets out of. You include everything, and you can give some decorated and some undecorated so they can make their own, okay? So 2 examples of what flow journals are, and they're just fun to swap. They're fun to give. As if you wanted to give somebody a Happy Meal, kind of a large one, this would be fun to do as well. There's groups that switch these up, and they're just really fun to do. So you've seen what you include. You include everything that you would use to make a junk journal. And if it has a theme, you might include specific things. Like the pink one, I think the theme was spring, so it was very theme-centered. Spring-centered, sorry. This one I don't think had a theme. It was just create a cool junk journal, and maybe it's like wallpaper heavy, maybe, you know, but it didn't have a specific overall theme. So this person just sent everything I could use to make a great everyday journal, and I love it. I love it, and I could turn this into whatever I wanted to, whether I wanted it to be maybe one for fall or for spring, summer, maybe for 4th of July, whatever is coming up, Mother's Day, I could turn this into that. So you have one that's very theme-centered and one that's not. Okay. Now let me show you a journal that I got. That was a flow journal, and it was travel themed, and this was very well done. And as you can see, the travel scrapbook paper here, and it was lined with this really grungy coffee paper. Tags were made, and just scrapbook pieces were made, and I love that. And then this tag was made, and this envelope was made. I think that's awesome. Goes in this pocket. Oh, and another envelope too out of the map, which is a cool idea when you're doing travel theme. Then the pages, then this was a pocket. All I did was, this wasn't sewn when I got it. What I did was, when I made this into a travel journal, I came back in and stitched this closed. And then this was some items that she had put in here. And then this is just like some note cards in here, a pocket of journaling cards. If you want to make notes while you're traveling, if you take a picture, you could make some notes on that. And they go in this pocket, and then that's just a big tag. She included cute paper clips. Don't forget details like paper clips. Those are, you know, buttons, those kind of things. And then this page was a fold out. Instead of sewing it into a pocket, I just left it a fold out. I kind of love this. This is like vellum, but it's flowers. Very cool. So what I did was I came in, and this was a one signature journal, but it was a very fat one signature. And I just left all the pages how she sent them. And I even left in some of the ephemera, like some tags and stuff. And I sewed some of the pages where she had them folded. I sewed them shut. Some I didn't. Some I left as flip outs. It's very cool. She did a very good job. This was a fun flow journal to get. And what I did was I just took the papers that she gave me folded like this, and I sewed them together. and that's all you do. When you get a flow journal, take what they give you and just sew it together. I could have made 2 signatures and put it all in a different cover if I'd wanted to, but I like the cover she used. She used, you know, scrapbook paper with a travel theme. On the back, she had the pocket continued, and she had included some postcards. So I just left that as my cover. Plus, I love the inside of it as well. I did some stitching on these pages to close up some of the folded pages, like I said. Here's some tags that she made. I just love. And then I left some of the plain ones plain, too, just because I think it just made it more fun that way. And then when I go to use this, whether I use it for our move back to Texas or I use it for a special trip we take or whatever, everything that I have in here to create a tag or a journal card or to, you know, highlight something, it's already in here because that's what a flow journal it came with. It came with all the stuff I need to create my own journal. And I love this. She did such an excellent job. But that's what you do with a flow journal. When you get it, you sew together what you want to sew together and make it a journal, and then you can sew pages closed, pockets shut, or you can use them as flip outs. That one's a flip out. This one I sewed, see? So you can make a flow journal, sew it together, and that's how it's meant to be done, guys. Yes, you can pick them apart and use the papers in other ways, but I look at, like, especially like with this one, it was all one theme. The spring one was all one theme. All I would need to do is stitch them together and I would have a ready-made journal, which is awesome. Now, I did take out like the napkins and stuff, and I'll use those as I need to. But the last flow journal I showed you with the notebook cover, that one's more to, you could sew it all together and have a generic journal, or you could part it out and use it in different ways. That's how I see flow journals. And when I create a flow journal to switch with somebody, I like to do a theme because I want them just to have the funnest time coming in and just sewing it together and then using all the stuff I put in it to make it their own. That's my idea of a flow journal. And these are my examples from trades I have gotten over these. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on flow journals. If you did, be sure and give it a thumbs up. Also, again, if you just keep coming back and watching more and more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell. I would greatly appreciate it. Next Monday, March 28th, I will have the Junk Journal flip through for you guys that you've all requested. We'll be putting some of it together, and then we'll do a flip through of it. Also, to Wednesday, we're going to have buttons, new ideas for buttons for beginners and my pros out there. So I will see you again Wednesday. Take care. Bye.